I would absolutely recommend the product of a HMO and also the team, Neil and Joe and the team, to anybody, and we have done so many, many times over. I think it is a fantastic investment. I think it's an ongoing issue that the government is really not equipped to deal with in terms of the population crisis. I think there will always be a market for this type of housing in the world as we grow and expand, and as we have a major issue, not just in housing affordability, but also loneliness and isolation. I think huge issues. So I think this does a lot of really good things in not just an economic reality, but also an emotional reality in our culture and society. In terms of if anyone's sitting on the fence through the process, I think that you've got to be able to look at this opportunity through neutral eyes. Naturally, we are conditioned to think about property investment or any investment from that nature as a very specific thing that follows a traditional path. However, everyone that goes through that traditional path has the exact same problems. All the same cost to build the house. It's all the same cost to get a tenant into the house, but you don't get as much return because you don't have as many tenants. So if you could have more tenants, one of the concerns that one of my family members had raised was around, occupancy and retention. If you lose a tenant, typically you lose 100% of your income. If you lose a tenant in the HMO strategy, you lose 1/20th or 20% or 25% of your income. I'd rather have the risk of losing a tenant and losing 25% of my income than losing 100% of my income, right? That maths. And then in terms of the wear and tear on the property and other things as well as part of that, we set up the house in a way that could be used for dual purpose, whether that be used for HMO in the future or as a large family home. And we thought that was a really great strategy for us that allowed us to blend both models. So, in my case, I would say, it's very difficult to justify not doing a HMO strategy, given all the way the numbers stack, and certainly given the financial reality. I've slept well at night. I've literally not thought about our investment property since we signed with HMO, because every week without fail we get the report, every week we get the check, every week it's positive cash flow. The peace of mind, I can't stress to you enough, the peace of mind that you have, knowing that your mortgage is fully covered by income from your tenants, is just, I couldn't imagine the alternative, which is that every week things like I've got to try and pay the mortgage this week. It doesn't make any sense to me.